Hello Year 3, welcome back to our maths videos. Today's learning objective is, can I link pictorial images with abstract methods to find equivalent fractions? Abstract methods, abstract meaning written methods, so where you write the numbers down. So we're going to link pictorial images like this to written fractions and link the two together. So I want you to pause the video and write down the pair of equivalent fractions that you can see in this image. Play the video when you're ready. Okay, so here we can see that the circle is divided into 3 equal parts and one part is shaded. So 1/3 is represented in this image. And here our circle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. So, and 2 of the parts are shaded. So 2/6 of the image is shaded. If we look really carefully, even though this circle is divided into a greater number of parts, the parts that are shaded are equal. They are the same size. So 1/3 is equal to 2/6. They are equivalent fractions. Pause the video. What do you notice about the numerators and the denominators in the equivalent fractions? Okay, what did you notice? Let's look at the numerators. It was 1 and now it has become 2. So what's happened to it, do you think? Okay, either 1 has been added to this one to make it a 2, or it's been doubled, so it's been multiplied by 2. So either 1 plus 1 has given us 2, or 1 times 2. Let's look at the denominator and see what's happened there. So we had a 3, and its equivalent fraction has a 6 as its denominator. Now, what do you notice about 3 and 6? So 6 is double 3. So if we do 3 times 2, we would get 6. So this one must be times 2 as well. If we do 1 times 2, we would get 2. So both the numerator and the denominator have been multiplied by 2 to give its equivalent fraction. Okay, pause the video. What pair of equivalent fractions can you see? Okay, well, let's look over here at the first image. We have got 4 equal parts and 1 part is shaded. So what fraction is that? 1/4. Here, let's count how many equal parts our whole is divided into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So our denominator is going to be 12. How many parts are shaded? 1, 2, 3. And if we look carefully, 3/12 is the same as 1/4. So they are equivalent fractions. Again, same thing as we did before. Pause the video. What do you notice about the numerator and the denominator? Okay, how has my numerator gone from 1 to 3? What's happened to it? How has my numerator gone from 4 to 12? What's happened to that? So if we do 1 multiplied by 3, it equals 3. And if we do, so what's the relationship between 4 and 12? 12 is in the 4 times table. So 4 also multiplied by 3 equals 12. So here as well, the numerator is multiplied by one number and the denominator is multiplied by the same number, and it has resulted in an equivalent fraction. Can you come up with a rule then for equivalent fractions? If we have one fraction and we wanted to find its equivalent fraction, what could we do? Pause the video, have a think, talk to your partner. So, as we can see here, if the numerator and the denominator are both multiplied by the same number, it gives us a fraction that is equivalent to the fraction that we started with. Same as here, we multiplied 1 by 2 to get 2, and we multiplied 3 by 2 to get 6. So here as well, when the numerator and the denominator were multiplied by the same number, it resulted in a fraction that was equivalent to the fraction we started with. So, this is your first and second independent activity. If you find it difficult to draw these, don't worry about drawing them. You can just look at them on the screen. So for example, for this one that's blank, you can just maybe put your finger on 1/3 to cover 1/3, or if you would like to draw them, you can also draw them. If you find it easier with paper strips, for example, to do these, you can also use paper strips. But complete all these fractions and these sentences on your piece of paper. Okay, play the video when you're ready. Okay, let's do one together. So, let's look at this one. It says 1/3 is equal to something 9. So, which one represents thirds? This one, because it's divided into 3 equal parts. Now we want 1/3, so I'm going to shade 1/3. And I want to know how many ninths 1/3 is equivalent to. Well, I can see that 1/3 goes all the way down. So, is 1/3 equivalent to 1/9? No, we can see that they're not equal. Is it equivalent to 2/9? No, we can still see that it's not equal. Is it equivalent to 3/9? Yes, we can see that it goes all the way down and the same part amount is shaded. So 1/3 is equal to 3/9. And then again, look at your numerator and your denominator. What's happened to each number? Well, they've both been multiplied by 3, because 1 times 3 equals 3, and 3 times 3 equals 9. Okay. Okay. Each of these fractions is worth the same. What are the missing numbers? Based on what we've been speaking about, we have spoken about what we do to the numerator and the denominator to find its equivalent fraction. So can you pause the video and have a go at completing this by yourself? Okay, so we've already discussed that if you multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number, you end up with a fraction that's equivalent to it. So let's see what the denominator has been multiplied by, because here it's our numerator that's missing. So we need to figure out the numerator. 2 multiplied by what has given us 4? Multiplied by 2, because 2 times 2 equals 4. So we must also multiply the numerator by 2. What's 1 times 2? 2. So this is 2 quarters. Now let's look at 2 quarters and something eighths. What has 4 been multiplied by to give us 8? By 2 again. So 4 times 2 equals 8, and 2 times 2 equals 4. So we had to multiply the numerator by 2 as well. Can you continue the pattern and find more equivalent fractions for 1/2? Okay, these are the rest of your independent activities. Make sure you take pictures of your work to upload on Tapestry and share your work with us on Facebook and Instagram if you would like to. And also make sure you're logging on to Times Table Rockstars to practice your times tables. Well done, Year 3. See you in the next video. Bye.